People call PhD a degree, but I call PhD an emotion.
I think the way you told me to write a research paper, I tried it that way. But I think everybody has their own way of writing.
Yes, exactly. A way of writing and way of understanding.
I think for future researchers, I would suggest the same, that you should not look for perfectionism, you should look for creativity.
Very true. I feel that PhD is a beautiful journey. Very few amount of students are there who pursue PhD, and feeling one of them, I really feel proud.
So here we are, two different researchers from two different worlds of research, but from the same city, same school, and now the same university. I am Nitika, pursuing a PhD in finance, still struggling and juggling through it.
I'm Ishani, and yes, I have struggled and juggled in my research journey, and I have recently completed my PhD a few months back.
First of all, congratulations for that. And secondly, I would like to correct you, because it is not just Ishani now, it is Dr. Ishani. So I think you should get used to it.
Yes, it is Dr. Ishani, and I'm really honored and I feel really proud of being called as Dr. Ishani. But I feel adding a suffix in my name is like it gives you an honor and brings lots of responsibilities for a researcher. So yes, thank you.
So no, but I have seen you through this journey. So like I was your junior in school, and here also I am 1 year junior to you. So I have seen you when I started from 0%, you were at 30-40%. From there you have come to 100%. So your journey has been very beautiful. You've cried also, and you've laughed with your publications.
Yes.
So it has been a good journey. So why did you choose to pursue a PhD, that too in a topic creative tourism, which is very creative in itself?
So there's a long story behind this. So I was planning to pursue PhD from a very young age. Then deciding my topic was like I once went to Manali with my friends.
So you decided that I will do PhD which is connected to Himachal.
Yes, Himachali people are always, they find a way to get connected to Himachal. So yes, I went to Manali, and there when I visited the local people villages, so there I saw they have their handmade looms, out of which they used to create the like shawls or their local dresses, which in Pahari we also call as pattu. I know you could be relating it.
Yes.
So from there I got the idea, like tourists are coming Manali, but they're not witnessing the authenticity of the destination. They are coming, they're just seeing the sightseeing and they're going back. So that gave me an ignition point that yes, I should pursue PhD so that it can contribute to Himachal in a very positive manner.
Right.
So even I have seen your research, like you pursued your research in financial markets. So what motivated you for financial market?
I don't know if you remember, but when I initially joined here, so my first question to you, because I knew you before. So if you remember, my first question to you was, what is the difference between a thesis and a journal article? So I started from there, and now working on this topic. I always thought of, pursuing a PhD, but I was not like very sure of it. But then after completing my masters, I got into the industry, and I was working in the financial markets as a finance trainer. So I thought from an industry perspective that financial literacy is the problem and I should work on it. But when I joined here as a researcher, I got to know financial literacy has already been explored. So people don't know about it. I mean, the industry people don't know about it, but it already has been explored. So from there to coming to my topic, microstructure of financial markets, it has been a long journey. I would like to ask you also the same question. Like, had you already thought about creative tourism, or were you also vague like me? Like,
initially I was a little vague on this, and when I discussed this with my guide, so he really helped me in narrowing down my research. So creative tourism was being studied in countries like Portuguese or European countries. But if I see in the context of India, so it was very like at a very infant stage. So that motivated me a lot that yes, my research could give like a pathway for the future tourism researchers.
And I've also seen like in Chitkara. So when I decided to get into Chitkara, so I was researching about universities, different universities in the northern region. The most unique thing about Chitkara is they try to link the academia with industry. So I thought that this is what I want to do, because coming from industry, my perspective towards PhD in finance was always about numbers and quantitative finance. But then, you helped me a lot through it, getting into the storytelling part, the narrative part. So was it easy for you? Like, you are also from the industry, so.
It was not easy because planning to pursue in a PhD, for a PhD, and PhD requires lots of sitting,
It does.
hours of sitting, sleepless nights.
And we are not used to it.
We are not used to it. Yes, we are used to late work hours, but sitting and studying. Requires lots of encourage, patience, humbleness, and
Because
consistency.
you need 100% of your brain into what
Correct.
you're reading.
Correct.
So that is a difficult part.
Yes, but I feel that PhD is a beautiful journey. As a person, you evolve through the journey. You learn how the research from an early stage evolves to the end stage of the research.
And also our faculty, our professors, they have also been very, very supportive. Coming from, you have just come from tourism to creative tourism. That is a long journey. And
I still remember when I wrote a research paper, and that was my first research paper. So all the researchers who will be seeing this will relate to it. When you write a research paper, you are like so much emotionally connected to the research paper. And I wrote, and I was very sure that
it's like your first kid.
Yes, and I was very sure that I have written the best research paper one can write. And the first journal I submitted, I got the desk rejection. And I was like, I was sitting with my guide, and I said, sir, ये कैसे हो सकता है? I have written the best paper. ये हो ही नहीं सकता कि reject हो जाए. Then my guide supported me a lot. He gave me a path, a direction that this is not the way. There are things as an initial researcher we might skip, we might ignore, or बहुत initial होते हैं तो we are not aware of what correct things we are doing or what wrong things we are doing. So yes, guide support is to the next level.
Yes, I know that. And my guide or the department, they've also supported me a lot through my journey, from, like I was telling you, going from financial literacy to microstructure. So that has been the good part.
I still remember I was planning for data collection, so I went to my dean asking, sir, I want to go for data collection, and he was like, yes, you apply the leave as many you want for the data collection and you are allowed to go. And I was so happy that yes, without stress free I can go and collect my data. And collecting data is a real time challenge. It is a very challenging task, and you have to go to a destination and interview and ask tourists who are at a different perspective there. They have been there with a very leisure thought of mind, and I'm going there, so please fill my questionnaire. So I remember a scene, what a situation. There was a couple from Gujarat, and I requested them, sir, ma'am, please will you fill my questionnaire? I'm pursuing my PhD, and I explained all those things. So the reaction, I was having a positive feeling that yes, they will say, okay, I'll fill the form. And the reaction I got, क्या मैम हम घूमने आए हैं, आप क्या questionnaire हमसे fill करवा रहे हो, आप खुद ही fill कर दो ना. And I was like, I'm doing PhD, it's such a big degree, and the reaction people are giving.
Because they don't realize it. When you were going for data collection, I was kind of like that, why did I go for secondary data? Why am I doing PhD in financial markets? I could have also, chosen such an interesting topic, jahan mujhe, I can go to Kinnaur, I can go to different places, because I am sitting on my table, looking into my laptop all day long and looking for my secondary data. And all the people who are pursuing PhD in the more of narrative part, and they have primary data collection, they always tell me that it is easy for you because you have to sit on your chair, you have to look into your laptop, and you just have to search for the data. But if you have 5 variables, you have to study at least 500 different papers to see where you get the data from. So I think it is both ways.
Yes, it is challenging, whether it is primary or secondary. Both of them have a pros and cons. But I feel even going to a destination, asking people, requesting people, yes, it is a big challenge. And what people do is they don't generally read the questions, tick, and done. But you need to make sure by instructing them, so please properly read karke bhar do. It will help few other researchers for their future studies and all. So yes, it is.
Struggle, I think struggle is a part of PhD. Like you were telling about your first paper. I correctly remember my first paper got rejected 12 times. And when I wrote it, the first thing, when I completed my paper, the first thing in my mind was, इससे अच्छा पेपर तो कोई लिख ही नहीं सकता. This is the best paper one can write. And it started, you know, getting rejected. And after some time, I just lost hope into that paper that अब ये accept कभी भी नहीं होगा.
You actually even lose the connection. इतने time में it's like 2 years, 1 year. You lose the connection with the paper. Now rebuilding the connection.
When I look at that paper, I think this is such a stupid paper that I've written.
This is very common. When we are like heading after 2 or 3 like papers, we write 2 or 3 papers, or with a time frame of like 1 year of investing in research. And when we go back to our first research paper, then खुद देख के हंसी आती है यार, seriously ये paper हमने लिखा था.
हमने लिखा है.
That
But first
is there.
paper is always special.
Very connected, very close to heart.
So is your first paper published now? Is it?
Yes, I wrote first paper on bibliometric analysis, that too related to the context of creative tourism. So it took 2 years, 2 long years.
It took 1.5 years for me, so I've been here.
Yes, 2 long years to get published, but it got published in a very good B category journal. So that gave me a sigh of relief that yes, if I waited for 2 long years, but ending is at a very good journal.
Good journal.
Yes, that was a good thing.
And for you, I would also like, you know, I would like to remind you, or I would like to mention, you are, if we see it from a bigger perspective, you are a young researcher, and getting your paper published in a A-star category journal is a very big thing, you know, when we talk about researchers. So it is actually a very big thing. Many big professors who have, you know, huge years of experience, they also are not able to get their papers published in A-star category. So has university played any role in that thing?
Yes, definitely. Chitkara University has been a very supportive in this field especially. I see towards my guide, whatever I am today in research is just because of his guidance. If I am being able to publish my papers in a very high-end journals, and that to an A-star category, so it is just with the help of my guide, my guidance that he has been giving me, my other faculty people with whom I am surrounded, and obviously the dean under whom we are pursuing PhDs. So they have been a great support, and I feel support is very important during the PhD journey, because I personally feel that PhD is not just a degree. People say कि degree तो है, but no, it is not just a degree. It is an emotion that you have been investing from so many years.
Right.
You have been contributing to it in a different manners. You have struggling with the data, review of literature, sometimes other challenges there are.
And university, I think, is supportive in that sense. If you talk about it, like everybody, it is not just the guide. It is everybody from each professor, all the faculty members. They are always supportive, even
That's true.
who is not your guide. So if my guide doesn't have an expertise in you know, secondary data, so I can always go to somebody else and, you know, talk to that person about it. So I think it is very flexible in that sense.
Work culture is good, na? That makes your job easy, your
Right.
research easy.
Yes, I think the university has changed the perspective of a scholar.
Yes, it is.
Whole perspective of scholar, because if you talk about the past time, scholars used to, you know, struggle and cry all the time, but I think for us it has been a fun journey.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I still have a year left, but for you.
Hopefully that will end soon with a very good publication.
So how would you like to, sum up your journey of PhD?
Starting from initial stages, yes, it was very tough. There was a time when I planned that now I won't pursue PhD further. I will quit and go back home. But then my guide and yes, my parents motivated me that it is part of PhD. Hardship comes. Keep on contributing, keep on studying, don't quit. Take a break, don't quit. So even I had a conversation with my guide. So he told, you take a break of 1 week, don't study anything, leave anything. I used to love doing sketching, and this talent I figure out during my PhD journey. All the stress that I used to have, वो निकलता था sketching के through.
Sketching.
So my guide told that you leave everything and you pursue your hobby. And after 1 week, I was a different person, different thought for PhD, and from then and now I didn't stop.
Break is, yes, I feel that break is important, because if we just keep taking stress about it, कैसे होगा, क्या होगा, so we just keep getting trapped into
Into it.
that. So yes, I think break is important.
Yes, it is. Initially, downloading papers from Google Scholar was also a big task. Why?
Yes.
It was always advised us, read top journal papers.
Right.
There are papers who are not easily accessible. You have to get the license or you have to request the guide to please download the research papers. So yes, there is a challenge in downloading papers also. But during my research journey, as you were discussing about industry and academia, so during my journey only,
I remember you have conducted some workshops.
Yes, I was just
also.
about to explain that only, that I have taken 2 to 3 lectures on how to write an effective research paper. And the students, or I can say the people who were sitting there, were few from the academia, few from the industry, who are planning or who are motivated to do PhD. So yes, I have explained them that how an effective research paper can be written. So yes.
Yes, I think I also came to you only initially
Yes.
for writing a research paper. So I think the way you told me to write a research paper, I tried it that way. I mean, that was a push for me. But I think everybody has their own way of writing.
Yes, exactly. A way of writing and way of understanding. There are possibilities we are reading a same research paper, but your perspective of understanding is different and mine is different. Reading same research paper and writing on a same topic, still we have a different point of opinions or maybe a different writing style. So yes, it is there. It depends individual to individual.
Right. And we are always told to read research papers from top authors to see
Yes.
their styles. But I think still we gradually build our own way of writing. Like when you see a research paper, the flow goes from introduction. But introduction is the last thing that I write in my paper.
Same here.
I think everybody, because
Yes.
introduction has to include everything.
Everything.
So I think that is, I start with methodology.
Even I start from methodology.
I think the easiest part is to write the methodology.
Yes,
because
it
you
is.
know what you want to do in that.
Exactly. Methodology is what we want to do and how we will collect the data. The most important part in a research paper is the implication section. I feel the paper which is being accepted or being rejected, it is based on the implications. If your implications are strong, it is the high chance that your paper will be published, accepted. And if your implications are weak, there are chances that it will be rejected. Whereas when a researcher writes a research paper, we usually start from the introduction and coming down the line till the implications, we are exhausted, and our implication sections almost time it is very very normal, very simple,
Vague
simple, kind of a thing. Obvious things. So that is where your research paper has a potential. I still remember our dean, he used to always say, go attend the conferences, go attend the workshops, learn new skills. I've seen very few heads who are motivating them to go out, learn some new thing, learn and share with others. This is what I feel is the best part here in Chitkara, that you are learning something, share it with your colleagues, share it with your fellow research scholars. So what happens when you share? If you're sharing 2 things, in return you get 4 more.
Things.
So you are sharing also and you're learning also.
That's how we have been throughout. I mean, we have been sharing
Yes.
everything with each other. You know, you remember I learned that software, the Spanish one.
Spanish one. I know it was a very hard one for you. I've seen you struggling during the process of learning it.
Yes, because it was a Spanish software. There were no YouTube videos available. You know, it was a very big struggle. And then when I finally, you know, I decided that I will go with some other methodology. I don't want to do it. I think you were the only person who told me, you know, ki
You
ab to-
owe me my name in your thesis.
Yes, I do. I do. I will put your name in my thesis. Remember when our school was, I think you might have passed out till then, when the school was shifted from ICSE to CBSE.
yes.
So everybody used to tell us that क्या अब तो कुछ नहीं है, अब तो इतना easy हो गया है. But then I thought अब तो life बहुत easy जाएगी. But when I enrolled into PhD, I think after that this was the actual stress that I took for starting, because college में तो
Yes, it was a stress, but as I have completed my journey, so being called as a doctor feels really good.
now like you're leaving the university, you have completed your PhD. So are you going to continue with research, or are you going to stop it now?
Yes. Early when I joined PhD, I was not sure that how justice I'll be able to do with my PhD, because when you're at an age where you are surrounded by your families, other pressures, so coming out of that and pursuing PhD was a bit challenge for me. Staying away from my parents. My parents stays in Shimla. I'm staying here, managing alone everything. So it was a challenge, but during this challenge I've learned a lot. Learned how patience one require during the journey. How you as a person you're growing, not just into a research, but as a human being also. You are more able to understand others' emotions, others' needs regarding the research, helping you there, and others also ask like ye kaise hoga, how is this happening. So helping others, sharing my knowledge with others motivated me that yes, I can pursue my career in research. And yes, Chitkara has given me opportunity to pursue my future career in research.
You know, here we take everything as a challenge.
Yes.
हमसे कैसे नहीं होगा, like bibliometric. I think we started it very initially when people did not know about bibliometric. So we started doing it, and there were very less resources. Now you open YouTube, there are thousands of videos on bibliometric if you talk about. And if I talk about my analysis, lexicometric that I'm doing, so it has no videos. But now there are more papers coming in. So I think we grab the you know, opportunity very early, and then we help others also to, you know, learn it and build new things out of it.
There are many friends of mine, they say PhD karni chahiye. Is it stressful? It is like difficult to do. But I suggest yes, it is difficult. Why? Because it is not just a degree. It is a prime degree.
Right.
It is not just ki, like
It's not
masters
like you're
or
doing,
bachelors,
bachelors or
2 years
masters.
you're investing and you're completing your degree. No, your emotions, your sacrifices towards family. There have been so many events at my hometown, but I haven't been there. Why? Because my PhD required more of me.
Attention.
So I've avoided going there. So yes, but at the end, when you come to the end, you see your entire journey, you see the difficult parts, you see so many times quitting it, and then you're still standing firm against that. So yes, that is very good.
So like now you, after completing your PhD, you have decided that, you know, you want to pursue this further. I want to ask you, if you were not doing PhD here, then what you would have been doing with your life?
Of course, for your living, you need to do job, but just despite of doing job, I would be a travel vlogger.
I know, because I know you love traveling. That's why you chose creative tourism, Kinnaur. So
Yes, choosing, I have done my bachelor's and master's in tourism, now PhD in tourism, and yes, after completing my PhD, during the 3 to 4 years of my PhD, I was totally focused on my PhD. I haven't done anything, just the sketching part, that too also to release my stress of PhD. But now as I've completed, now I'm planning, I will run my YouTube channel and I will be a travel vlogger, because I feel travel is something which helps you to know what you are exactly.
Exactly.
So yes, I would be a travel vlogger. And if I ask you the same question, if not PhD, then what would you have been done?
Being a finance trainer, I always thought that I want a growth in my career. So I decided to pursue PhD. And then I decided to pursue it from Chitkara University. And then I decided to pursue it full time, because giving full time to your PhD would be, justified rather than doing it, vaguely, or you will not know what you're doing. I think if I would have been doing PhD part time, I would have stuck in financial literacy only. So I think that has helped me, and now I've got a very big opportunity from the National Institute of Securities Market. I'm shifting to Mumbai. So I think my PhD has played the most major role in getting me to go there. It has helped me as an individual, and my thinking ability has increased. My perspective towards financial markets, perspective towards a lot of things has changed because of this thing.
That's really nice. That's really nice. So I have seen in your starting 3 to 4 months, you used to say, I won't recommend anyone to do pursue PhD. So what is now, what would you suggest the new researchers or people who are planning to pursue PhD? Because I feel when I was planning to pursue PhD, even I had thoughts in my mind, should I invest this long years in a PhD? Will it be worth, after completing PhD, will I get a good job? So what is your perspective now?
I remember when I told you, I think I came crying to you and I said that because I was not, able to settle on a topic. So I came crying to you that I would never suggest anybody to do PhD. But I think from that time till now, my perspective is totally changed. Initially, it is a big struggle, I would say. Like for a person, like you are a very patient person, and
Thank you.
I mean, you take things very lightly, and I am like, I get hyper very fast. I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that. How am I going to do it? So that was my initial very hard struggle. But with time, as I kept on reading, your motivation, department motivation, that has helped me. And I think for future researchers, I would suggest the same, that you should not look for perfectionism, you should look for creativity.
Very true. In today's time, I have seen young generations, they are running behind perfection. They are like, this should be perfect. बिल्कुल भी वो नहीं होना चाहिए. End to end clear, perfection.
Yes.
But it is not about the perfection. It is about how creative, how patiently you are dealing with that things. And seeing your and my topic, people make choices. Okay? Like if we see
Our topic is linked that way.
Yes, we can link it that way. Like people, if they are planning to invest, so they have a choice there. People who are planning to travel, they have a choice there. So people make choices to make a choice.
Right, that's true.
That's the
and
thing.
like you said that today, the people are running behind perfectionism, not creativity. Like as you just said that you used to sketch all the time. So I remember when you were sketching also, you used to rub it 100 times and then remake it, and that is how you made a perfect picture. So I think for a PhD also it is the similar way.
This is how research is. If I share my experience through the journey of my research, I have read hundreds of papers.
Right.
But initially when I started reading paper as a new scholar, one paper I remember I read for like 6 to 7 times. Then I got exactly what the paper was trying to explain. So patience was required there. Extracting information from that was my creativity. What all things I want to extract and how that things I can utilize or will guide me in my research paper. And as I also explained earlier also, I have discussed this with you many times that people call PhD a degree, but I call PhD an emotion.
Emotion.
It is a privilege that you are pursuing PhD. Very few amount of students are there who pursue PhD, and feeling one of them, I really feel proud. And when I see my parents, I've shared with you that when I was like my parents' cell phone I checked, so they have changed from Ishani
To Dr.
to Dr.
Ishani.
Ishani, and that makes me so proud that my parents are so proud calling me doctor.
What do you think? What do you want to suggest the future researchers?
This is a very good and important question. I would really suggest that first thing one should have is clarity. Having a clear vision. Initially, you might not be clear, but having a tentative topic in your mind and then narrowing down, then reading research papers under the guidance, one should have very clear vision that, like I was having creative tourism. Title was this, I can say title was finalized a bit later, but I was having a vision of that I will be pursuing my PhD in creative tourism. Then one should have patience. People lack in patience. Why? Because in today's world we have that habit of instant things. ठीक है? घर पे भी if we have to get sugar, instant sugar, Blinkit or something, we do it. But in research you have to have deep patience.
Because research word itself says you have to dig deep into it.
Yes,
And-
research, search, re. So patience and then consistency.
Yes, consistency is important.
Consistency is very important.
So I think PhD journey, in a nutshell, it requires patience, it requires humbleness, and to change your perspective from, in 3 years. So it is a long journey, but it is a good one. So cheers to the journey.
Yes, cheers to the journey.